Oh no. Oh no.
What, Scott? What? No.
Oh no.
Do you
I hear it. I hear it.
No, it's the bit that never works, and I am commanded by the music. I'm compelled by the music.
compelled
We're
by the
gonna have
Batman.
to build another Batman.
No, not another Batman.
You're gonna love this one. This is Iron Hat Ferris.
Iron Hat Ferris.
Iron Hat Ferris. So you've got Enigma, you've got Tempest Fugit, the Clock King, and now you have Iron Hat Ferris. Clever baby names in Gotham equals a knob end of a villain. Iron Hat Ferris, his only thing is he had an iron head.
No, Iron Hat. Well,
He had an iron, well, I mean, it was clamped over his face and committed crimes by just fucking headbutting people. That was all he did. And every time that he went up against Batman and Robin in the one issue that he's in, Robin leapt into the fray by attempting to punch his face. That was his only response to
You see some dude with an iron head, and your only response is, "I'm gonna punch that."
I am going to
a small willowy child, I'm gonna punch that. Is that iron head?
That's what is that?
What
Gene
is that?
brought up a picture.
And how did you
of
find
this
that so fast? Gene,
idiot.
I know.
He's been waiting
Gene
to pull
was
that
Johnny
out.
on the spot
Yep.
with that one.
Look at that.
Oh my
He's
God!
even got a close up, Gene. He's a
Oh,
closeted
Gene.
What kind
Iron
of
Hat
Mayan
Ferris
curse is
fan.
that?
So let's try to describe Iron Hat Ferris. It is a green man in the iron mask, but with like
Vulcan ears.
with like he looks like somebody tried to spot weld Spock.
Yeah. And yet he's clutching his head almost like doing it gives him a headache.
Well, yeah, that's because you can't see that, but they are pounding his head with a hammer.
He's
no,
giant.
that's
He's a
just
giant?
the cover. That's just the splash
just the
page.
cover. Oh, okay.
That's just the
It
splash
would be
page.
so much more
He was
interesting if he was actually like 30 feet tall.
He is a normal sized guy.
Now that I know he's a normal man, it makes it worse.
And this Pillock had nothing else going for him except that he couldn't be punched in the face. And
So
then,
we need to come up with a backstory for this guy?
No, I mean, if we want to, all right, let's
because
build the
I've
script.
got one.
Let's
I've got
build
one.
the script.
Here it is.
Okay.
Okay. So
Come,
we're
let's bake this cake, Dreamweavers.
We're going back in time now. We're going back to when Iron Mad Genius Head Ferris dude.
Iron Hat Ferris.
Iron Hat Ferris dude.
Is it Iron Head or Iron Hat?
Iron Hat.
Is a little Iron
Just
Hat.
a wee
He's
tyke.
little wee tyke.
It's a little baby
all right?
Iron Hat.
They took him to. I'm going to be.
He's a little teeny
This is going to be
bullet
right
head.
on the nose here. All right?
Okay.
It's going to be which comics have never done.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to be right on the nose here.
Mm.
They took him one day. This is going back to Disney World a little bit. They took him to an amusement park.
Okay.
And there was a Ferris wheel.
I'm listening. This is going to be good,
This
guys.
was a Ferris wheel, and
Oh.
all he wanted to do was ride the Ferris wheel. But everyone told him he was too short. You're just too. You're below. If you're shorter than this line, you can't ride the Ferris wheel.
You got me.
And his parents wouldn't let him. So one moment his parents are looking in another direction. They're looking over at the popcorn. They're gonna go get some popcorn, and he runs. He makes a beeline for the Ferris wheel, and he ducks under the stanchions, and he gets there. And just as the Ferris wheel is still turning, and one of the things comes down, and it bonks him in the head, hits him in the head, and it knocks him out.
Oh no! So he needs the Iron Hat.
He needs the Iron Hat because all he can think about is this Ferris wheel thing and how passionate he was about it, and it was the thing he was most passionate about that knocked him in the head. He's consumed.
Oh, I was thinking that it was a brain injury, and that he had to wear it as a protective measure against his soft, awful brain.
Oh wait, Gene's showing us another helpful picture. What is it? What does it say?
Oh, see this? It's it's an ancient
Made
mask
to wear
of
them as a badge
shame.
of dishonor.
Whoa!
He's been dishonored.
He's been dishonored.
That's torture.
Now,
man.
do you want to know how this guy died? Because it's the 1940s,
If
and
he
every
gets punched in the head, I'm gonna be
hell
so
no.
mad.
Oh no!
Did it have to do with Nazis?
No. It's the 1940s, and life was cheap. He ran out into a bog and got struck by lightning.
Oh,
That's how this Pillock met his untimely end.
wow.
This comb-over asshole got
So in
struck
Why
by
are they
so
all
lightning.
so
bald
basically
in
in a
these early
crossover
ones?
comic, Thor got him. Is what you're saying?
I'm sure that there are some lightning throwers in the DC universe.
There must be.
There must be.
Yeah.
I know very little about him because all they really did was just take it was like the Roman versus the Greek gods. They just reskinned them with a new name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we have our wee bullet head, and he's getting older, and maybe life inside of the iron mask is driving him slowly insane. This mask of dishonor.
Consumed as he is by thoughts of Ferris wheels and how much he just really loves them, and how
so what's his crime,
all
boys?
of his love has turned to hate.
All of it. So
because everything comes full circle, like a
Ferris wheel. But he's like the Dalek in that he's trapped inside of his iron prison, and it's driving him insane. It's driving him completely mad. Maybe his parents decided that they were going to put a little microchip inside of there to play soothing music, but it got switched to a death metal station or something. Death metal, get it? Death metal.
Death metal.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So now he's on.
Suggest something like Barbie Girl, because think about hearing Barbie Girl for
that's nothing but Barbie Girl.
Nothing but Barbie Girl.
You can't turn it
or
off.
the theme from It's a Small World.
Well, yeah, that too.
Or it's a theme from Small Wonder.
Oh.
She's a small wonder.
Let's not mention that because that's for another episode. Because I want. Those
that's
are some
another
things
thing.
I'm still mad about.
Uh-oh.
We did it. We're doing a new bit. Things that I'm still mad about.
And I think
and
we
it's
need to
great.
do moments of therapy for Anne. That's
what things I'm still mad about. That's what that segment
You gotta
is.
purge it because otherwise it all builds up and then you just kill Scott in the middle of the night.
Come on back in 2 weeks' time, and we will do that episode. We will definitely do that episode. Things that Anne is mad about is apparently a small wonder.
I hate that show.
I'm still mad that Alf got
jerk?
canceled. No, I'm still mad that Alf got canceled.
I'm not.
On the eve of him being finally kidnapped by the government agents to be
really?
taken to be.
You wanted an end to that story. I didn't want an end. I didn't care.
More than that.
I didn't care so much. I never watched Alf.
Okay,
I never watched Alf.
It's for the best.
It's for the best.
You did a good thing for your
miss-
ring.
I did-
You didn't
Yeah,
miss
I
anything.
never. I didn't watch it. I'm actually that was an attempt at a bit, but I'll tell you the one that I am still super mad about. If we really want to go into this subject, I'm still mad that the kids in the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon never got home.
Oh yeah, we don't know what happened to them.
We
to this
don't
day,
know.
they're still stuck in Dungeons and Dragons land.
They
canceled it before it was ever resolved.
Before they ever resolved, they got back once, and then Tiamat also got through into the real human world. So they had to draw Tiamat back into the Dungeons and Dragons
they're all trapped
world.
in there.
So they're trapped.
So it's
in there
like the
forever.
one kid from Jumanji
Or
that just got trapped in the game.
there, or
Except the one kid from Jumanji actually had some kind of closure in the movie. The kids from Dungeons and Dragons, they're still there.
Got home
to this
and,
day.
Even if they should have at some point slaughtered and devoured the unicorn that was traveling with them because it was the Slimer of the group.
Yeah, they should have killed.
They should have
him and that stupid little barbarian. They should have killed and eaten both.
Well,
of
which
them.
one? Which is the one that was the whiner? Which was the one that was the wine child?
I think that was the knight.
thief. Or
No, it wasn't the thief.
No, the knight was the. Okay, never mind. It
No,
doesn't
the
matter.
ranger.
This is the stupidest conversation
The
we've
ranger
ever
was the
had.
blonde. No, the ranger was the blonde one. It was
Okay,
the
yeah.
knight. It was the knight.
And then there was the obligatory the girl. And I
There
remember
were two girls.
a goddamn thing
There
about
were
them.
two girls.
Which one?
The one girl was a rogue,
Uh-huh.
and the other was an acrobat.
You know more about the show than I do.
Because I love that show.
I watched Jason the Wheel
She's
Warriors.
actually grinning. She's like,
yeah. This is
she's
actually
she's
kind of
gonna go home and she's gonna pull some old VHS tapes off the old shelf.
Oh,
And the thing
yeah.
that was really creepy about the girl that was the acrobat is that she was the only black character in the show, and her costume was questionable at best.
Okay. We've gotten way off track. What is
Wait, there's a
Iron
trap?
Hat Ferris's crime? No, we haven't built we haven't even gotten to the Batman
This whole
part.
show is ADHD culture. What are you talking about? You act as if we have
I love
any
that.
kind of plan.
I love that every moment of the show we are answering the question of why don't we have
Why
our own
don't
show?
we have our own show?
We're
Right?
answering it with
Because it'd be
every
this
word
show.
we utter.
Because it's this pack of
because
idiots.
it's anarchy. This is why we don't have one.
Why don't we continue
Why
to
every
not
s-
have our own show?
Why every sensible person saw the two of us as like, no, they shouldn't have their own show. Nobody should listen to these two.
I came to the studio with this great podcast idea, and they just no. No,
we don't think so.
Like ghosts
And
came
yet-
back from the afterlife to go. No,
And yet here we are.
and yet here we are.
Just goes
So-
to show that anybody can have a podcast.
Exactly. Any idiot can have a podcast if you put a microphone.
See,
and somebody
kids,
record
if
it.
we can do it, so can you.
Exactly.
We are the most ill-prepared pack of knob ends that this world has ever seen, and we have it. We've got a podcast. We have 15 subscribers on YouTube. We're doing
Yes.
pretty fucking good for ourselves.
Of course, 3 of them are right here talking right
Yes.
now.
Wait, you are actually subscribed?
Actually, I'm not.
You motherfucker! You
Fucker.
are the. We were making this
Piece
joke
of
before
shit.
before the microphones were on
I know.
that you weren't even a subscriber.
I'm not.
You're
You're
not.
Because
absolute
I hate the
piece
sound of my
shit.
voice.
My
Oh.
sister isn't. I don't think she's subscribed. Although I've told her all about
It's the old
it.
I would never
Okay.
be. I would never be a
So,
member of a
I
club
looked up
that
a
would
picture
have
of the
me.
acrobat. You can kind of see
Oh
it there. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that's
She's
that
the
outfit
black
is
kid.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
questionable.
everyone else has a lot. The goat
Everyone
has
else
more
has
clothes on
clothing.
than she does.
Yeah. Her
That's-
outfit is questionable.
Her outfit
and
is
incidentally,
questionable.
it was the Cavalier. Son of Night. I was wrong. It was the Cavalier.
All right. Well, you'll just have to do some Hail Marys when you get home.
Yep.
You'll have
His
to pray
name
the
was
rosary.
Eric, FYI, if you wanted to know. Eric the Cavalier.
Eric the Cavalier.
And it wasn't a goat, it was a unicorn. It was a baby unicorn named Uni because they ran out of fucking ideas after they named the Cavalier Eric.
That's actually brilliance. That's brilliance right there. Uni.
It's either a unicorn or
unicorn.
a eunuch, either one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It works both ways.
It works. It works. God, what time is it? It is 7:50. We burned through this hour.
Wow.
We really
What?
did.
Where has the time gone, and how do I get it back?
And
There's
who do
no
I need
giving
to
that
sue? So we didn't build anything close to a better Batman. So this is, I think, a third failed effort. So okay, what do we? All right, what will the title of this epic piece be? What is the title? We came up with Batman Deathless. We came up. What was the King of Cats? What was our name for that
I
one?
don't remember.
Did we have a name? Did we come up with a title for that one?
Meowcats knows best.
Thanks everybody for listening. See you. See you next
Wow.
time. Bye bye.
Yeah, I'm just gonna strip off all of my clothes and walk out into the snow, fall down into a ditch, and die.
A name for this one. I
Because we haven't even come up with what's his caper.
Well,
What's his
I
caper?
think that he would.
Come on, we've got to beat Nolan
He-
on this once, at least once.
at least once. I think that because of his obsession with Ferris wheels and theme parks in general, I think it would be like attacks on theme parks.
A what?
Attacks on theme parks, like Attack on Titan, except with theme parks.
like out of anger or like because he wants to steal the Ferris wheels.
Yeah.
Oh,
He wants to steal all the
Okay, so
Ferris
that's his
wheels.
caper. He's gonna steal the Ferris wheel.
He's going to steal all the Ferris wheels and then make one amusement park that is all Ferris wheels.
Wait,
No, he's gonna make one giant Ferris
brain
wheel.
A
flash,
giant Ferris wheel.
brain flash,
Uh-oh.
brain
Oh, no.
flash.
I don't like when Scott has a brain
So
flash.
the circus where he starts his crime caper happens to be employing the Flying Graysons. The Flying Graysons.
Oh, you
no.
tie it all in.
And tie it all
Scott.
in.
Oh.
And so he in this dark, gritty Nolan verse version.
Oh, yeah,
of
this
the
is
Bat-
dark and
of
gritty,
this is
man. It's
dark
a
and
Ferris
gritty.
wheel guy.
It's a
Yeah.
Ferris wheel guy, and he pulls the pin that sends the Ferris wheel
Wheel
spinning, rolling
that
down.
kills the rest of the
Flying
Graysons.
And Bruce Wayne is there, and he sees the mangled remains of the Flying Graysons and adopts the surviving.
I like it.
Oh, this is so good.
Again, it's come full circle.
circle.
Like a
I think we
Ferris
built.
wheel.
I think we built a better Batman.
I
built
think
a
we
better
built
Batman.
And you know what?
Batman.
Title
you, Nolan.
Batman full circle.
Full circle.
Boom! Batman full circle. Yep, Batman full circle.
Okay,
Oh,
I
I
can't
can't reach you.
I am
High fives.
short and I lack.
Wait, here we go. Here we go.
muscle-
Wait, here we go.
Oh,
Here we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's great radio. That is great podcasting, everybody. We did a visual gag.
We did.
That is phenomenal. I describe it for
Wait,
you.
wait. He's gonna.
There we go.
But
Oh,
he's-
the only thing less exciting than this actually happening is having somebody
Somebody
take a
take-
photograph of it happening
Taking
while on the radio.
While on a podcast.
On the podcast.
Spoken word humor really does. It really is just brought alive by us high-fiving. Because all you just hear is just skin slapping against
Yeah,
each
you
other.
just hear three idiots skin slapping. It could be anything.
Which might
could
also
be-
be an answer to the amount of. Never mind.
To the-
I'm not going to go back to,
to
that
the
one
amount
because
of
you already have to
to
edit
the
too
amount
much
to
out of us.
emitted.
Yes.
It's 200. That's a loving spoonful.
Oh.
Which is
my
a joke
soul
that we've
just
already
escaped
made.
my body.
Just a spoonful of Stephen
Oh
helps the.
God. Me and Jane are on another dimension right now because we can't be on this plane of existence at the moment. We just can't.
You have ripped a veil on the fabric of reality and have decided to
Yep.
seek a different dimension in which
I'm
to
just
live.
existing on another plane of existence right now. I just can't with this.
Can I
this
join you there
universe.
because the plane
You
I'm
are-
in right
you-
now is kind of creeping
Rip
me
your
out.
own hole in dimensions, Todd.
You are Tillinghast. You have flipped on the machine. You have decided to peer through the veil of realities and see what's staring back at
So
you.
Scott, there's still
Yes.
an opportunity to save this train wreck.
Oh God, no!
I
isn't.
think if we can end.
There's no going
If we
back
can
on this.
end,
It's
why,
done.
everyone, including our sound guy, is shaking their heads right now. Where's the faith? Where's the faith here?
Well, I think it rode
can
off.
we just-
It rode off on our
Uni?
on our disability horse.
It rolled off on
Rolled
uni.
off on our therapy horse that we take to the movies.